What's up, everybody? This is Rob Shax. Today we're doing the next video in my Gran Turismo 4 2022 walkthrough here. This is the Silvia sisters. We're using the Nismo 270R94, a very great car. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me get to 1,000 subs. Hoping to get there by the end of the year. And right now, only 7% of my viewers are subbed, so hopefully I've earned some subs. So what we're doing is we are going to be playing on Gran Turismo 4, obviously. We are going to be doing the Silvia sisters, and this race is great, honestly. It's pretty easy because they give you a Nismo 270R at the beginning of the game for pretty much nothing. I think I just had to get like bronzes on a medal, on a license test or something. So like, it's pretty great. I'm pretty happy with the fact that they gave me this thing. But yeah, I definitely plan on ruining the Silvia Spec R Arrow. I think that's who this is. It seems like it because he is going a lot faster here, but yeah, I'll just shove him off the road at the beginning here, and then from there we'll see what happens here. Shove him off like that. So now he's pretty far behind. Actually, he's not even that far behind. All right, so because this 1960s Silvia is pretty bad. I mean, feel bad for them that they put this Silvia even in this race. It's like, what were you thinking was going to happen here? Like, this car is so grossly underpowered, it's like ridiculous. So I'm like, you've got to be joking if you thought that the 65 Silvia was like a good idea here. But we're just gonna I will push him off one more time, and then that'll be it. I just wanted the Silvia to have some time, the 65 one, to have some time in the front. So we got it. But yeah, this is the Silvia sisters race. I don't know what we're gonna get. We'll probably win that car right there that we're passing, and it'll be just slow, but we'll get through it and we'll have a good time driving it. It should be interesting because it will be probably really slow. It probably has 100 horsepower or something like that, because I really doubt they're gonna give me like any other car, any of these used. These cars are all in the 90s lot. All these used cars are all available in there. So I'm like, I highly doubt they're going to give me like a 90s Silvia Q or something like that. This isn't, the prize cars are always cars that you can't buy anywhere because there's so many rare cars that they added to this game that they were like, we have to put them somewhere. So they just made them all prize cars. But a lot of them are pretty terrible. So like, it'll be a funny time to see that. But I assume I'll be winning one of these rare 1960s classic Silvias, which I'll then use in other races. So maybe, we'll see. Because I probably could use this car in most races. I don't know if I could use this in the 90s production car race, because I don't think this car technically is a production car. So maybe I'll win like a 1960s classic one that is a production car technically, and then use that, but we'll see. But I don't know how that's all going to work. So, but yeah, we're using the Nismo 270R, which is a very classic car. I'm pretty sure this car has been like in every Gran Turismo except for Sport. Pretty sure they always just kept throwing the Nismo 270R in. It's a very rare Nissan Silvia. I think it's a Q's Aero that has obviously 290 horsepower. So I think it's the fastest Silvia that's like ever been made. That's like a road car. Because obviously it's going to have, it should be, it's a Nismo. It should be one of the best versions of the Silvia that's out there. So yeah, it's very fast, and it hangs really well and it's easily tunable. So I think they just did a good job. They did a good job with this Nismo. It's a good car. I think it probably has a lot of tire spin if you tune it up too much, but that's part of the fun of driving cars that are tuned up like this. But yeah, it's a good car. Good handling. Sounds good. Doesn't sound so different from the original Silvias that you're like, what even is going on with that thing? It actually sounds good. And yeah, the other Silvias are good. I like this style of it. The S14 is probably my favorite Silvia. I don't really like the 15, and I think that's nobody did, which is why it's the last generation of that car. I think they made a mistake when they made the Silvia 15 the way they did, even though it's in the performance of the car is incredible. It's a very fast car, but it's just, it's hard to top the look of the S14, and they made it so different. It looks very different. So the S15 is probably going to pass other cars right here in a second. I would assume it's about to. If I gave them more time, he probably would. All right, so he did just pass one of them really quick there at the end. So yeah, we'll watch the replay. We'll let it go. You'll see me mess with the that car. So yeah, see that's the S14 96. There's the S13 91. There's the crappy Silvia. See, it looked like this one. So it looked like the 93 Q's Aero, not the 96, which honestly looks extremely similar as well. So we shoved the S15 spec, because this car is actually pretty good. The S15 spec R Aero is actually an amazing car. It really was a nice, it had good performance, good power, good handling. It was just a massive improvement in pretty much every way. So they did a good job with that car. Yeah, but it's the looks. The looks really threw off a lot of people when they look at this car. It doesn't fit to me with the regular Silvias. Like all the other Silvias kind of have a look to them. But then the S15 is like, it almost looks like the S15 is a different style of car. And they just were like, well, we have to throw Silvia in there somewhere, so we'll just make it a Silvia. It feels like the Silvia is one of those cars that they basically just took the name and the badge and just threw it on another car, because the Aero doesn't look. I mean, the front kind of looks like the S14, but the back is so drastically different. So I think that's interesting. But yeah, so I shoved him off here and then I left him alone. He pretty much comes back and he would have gotten second, like 100% convinced that he would have gotten second. I mean, he's way faster. Like, let's take the S14 there was going in the 106 area. Now here's the S15 is going to go faster than that, even though I threw him off the road. So look at this. He's already going over 106. So he gets up to 116 and he had a bad turn. So if that doesn't let you know he's so much faster, I don't know what else will. But also where the 96 one is behind the 93 one, kind of by a lot. That's actually interesting. I never really noticed that. But here comes the Spec R Aero, just literally giving the 65 one a huge boost of speed. I mean, I don't even know what's going on with that name. CSP 311 65. I mean, what is even going on with that? So yeah, he's a lot faster. But this is the 93 one that's kicking butt. Apparently the 93 one is really fast compared to the 96 one, because I'm noticing this. This happened in earlier races too. It's going 125. It's going 129. Look at how fast the Aero is going. 144? Is that what he's going to get to? Okay, 142. But he just hit his 6th gear. And then the terrible one is maxing out at 108. So not very good. But so it looks like the 96 one actually is a little faster. He was just caught behind the S13 there, but then he passed him. So kind of intrigued. I mean, he obviously doesn't catch up to him, but yeah, the S14 96 kind of, the front of the Silvia makes sense. All of them do, but the backs is what it's so different. He's going, what, 89? And then he's also going 89. So yeah, they're very similar in speed. And the S15 is going so fast. I mean, the S15 is crazy fast. Maybe they'll give me the S15, but I doubt they will. There's way too many classic Silvias in this game. There's like 5 classic Silvias in this game. Maybe I'll get like the 240 RS or something like that. I don't know. So it seems, I mean, for sure the 96 one actually has a better top speed. It just seems like his handling isn't better, like it's actually a little bit worse, which is why he he's not catching up to him like at all. But the S14 is good. 13 is just a very classic 80s to early 90s car. There it goes, the S15 Aero passing him. I mean, he's going faster even now. Like, he's so much faster than everybody else. So I actually balanced that pretty well, not gonna lie. I mean, look at how fast he's destroying the S14 here. Flies by him. I don't think he was actually gonna pass the red one, but still, that thing is so good. I didn't realize that my car actually has 266. So I think they're actually very similar in speed. I can't remember how fast the Spec Aero is in power, but it seems very, very good. Not gonna lie. So now we have the prize car here. It's gonna be probably a classic Silvia. I'm just kind of bracing myself for a slow, terrible car. Oh, a Nissan Sil 80. Okay. I kind of didn't expect to win this. I didn't think that this would be the Sil 80 isn't even available as a... I mean, you can just buy that in the car dealership. Not, you can't buy it in the car dealership, I don't think. I'm surprised. Yes, that's the terrible one that was there. I mean, there's another Silvia, isn't there? Yeah, see, here's another Silvia. See, I thought I was going to win this. I mean, maybe this, but I didn't think I would win that. But yeah, that's crazy. I won the Sil 80. I don't even think you can buy that in the new dealership either. That is very random. That's really strange. Anyway, I'll go ahead and show its specs, but then yeah, I won't do a max test on that this week. I'll do it next week. That's very strange that there's a million Skylines, but there's no Sil 80 in the dealership. I mean, maybe the Sil 80 doesn't show up in the used car lot, like, ever. I mean, it's a 98, so it'd be the late 90s showroom, but I mean, maybe they just never... There's the Q's era that I just raced against. It's a 98, so... Wait, is this the, Oh yeah, this Trueno. Nice. Kind of forgot about this car. Alright, so let's, yeah, we'll just move on, because I apparently can't get past that we won the Sil 80 there. But here we go. Enjoy. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.